Wow.
Wow.
Everyone's just blaming everyone.
All right.
A whole lot of should, coulda, woulds in this world.
Oh. I can't stay mad at you. I can't stay mad at you.
Thank you to HUEL for sponsoring this video. More on them in just a bit. Hello, citizens of Regé-Jean. We're here to do Bridgerton, episodes 7 and 8 of season 1. That's right, a back-to-back. Reason why? Because we said we would. Secondly, we're not going to be here next week with Bridgerton. We will be back the following week. So while we have one thing to appease, we have one piece of information to disappoint. Which one should we have led with first? Doesn't matter. We're doing 2 right now. John, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm ready. I'm ready for romance, intrigue, heartache, heart swell. How are you?
I'm doing good, John. Doing good. Did you ask me how I'm doing?
How are you? I did.
I'm fine.
Now I've asked you twice.
Let's watch Bridgerton.
Whoa.
Is this her way of...
It is
Oh.
a percussion instrument. It's a good way to work out some frustration.
Oh, they're distant.
God, he's got a pilgrim and a founding father out there.
Looks so bad.
Oh my God.
Birds?
That was a real bird. I guess we didn't have a thing to shoot a clay disc back then. Oh my God, it's a metaphor. He's firing, but he can't hit anything with his phallic object. Thump.
Nice neck crack.
Get.
She's the bird.
Oh no, we ain't sitting next to each other, are we?
Now they're happy they sit so far apart.
Would you please ask Miss Nolan if my personal effects have yet been removed from the Duke's bedchamber and placed in the Duchess's rooms?
Oh, no.
Would you please inform her grace that I will allow no such thing?
Oh, no.
Woof.
Then for what other purpose could you possibly wish to detain me?
Because you are my wife.
Yeah, okay.
Flip side of that coin.
I will be kept informed as to the success of your conjugal endeavors.
I would never dream of concealing the truth of such important matters.
This showdown.
Whistledown has just arrived.
Oh, good.
Is something wrong?
We must pack straight away.
You read fast.
My brother seems to have been embroiled in scandal.
Of course.
I will accompany you.
This is a family matter.
Separate bedrooms may be tolerated. Separate households will not be suffered.
Ooh.
I shall not let you out of my sight until we know whether you are with child.
Oh, this is complicated.
Yeah, serious.
Please request that His Grace prepare his largest carriage. I shall require my space.
I'm still tripping off that ending sequence last week. Extra.
Days after it was revealed, her engagement to Colin Bridgerton was nothing more than a sham.
Oh, he'd been crying.
Yeah, you can see it.
Of course, a lady's disgrace does not merely tarnish her own name.
But the houses?
It also leaves a horrid smear on anyone nearby.
I want to see the Thames.
This scandal could very well tarnish my debut, Mama. Perhaps we should delay my coming out altogether, a few years. But their reputations are destroyed.
You should be worrying about your own family's fortunes at present. We are in just as perilous position.
Lovely day, is it not, Lady Richmond?
Everything is good, is it not?
Is this Whistledown?
I certainly never want to cross the woman. A word as good as gospel.
Yes.
Is she Whistledown?
Though perhaps if she can destroy a reputation, she can restore one too.
Well, sure.
What a debutante you will be.
The fallen Miss Thompson can only hope she shall find a refuge somewhere.
Oh my, where?
The young lady's child will have nowhere else to go.
Oh my
Must
God.
make exceptions on occasion. I should be able to procure room if one were to make a sizable donation.
Yeah, we don't got that money.
But this is supposed to be a charitable organisation. Even charity requires funds, of which you must have considerable amounts, I presume.
Oh, no. That's the one thing they don't have.
Sell some of those earrings or something. Come on. There's got to be something you can at least pawn, right?
Now would be a good time to confront Lady Featherington about the hiding of letters.
There is no need to act the jailer. I shall not discover I'm with child within the next hour, shall I?
Jesus.
Miss Thompson must be in agonies over these lies. Why can I not visit her?
Colin.
Listen to me.
He cares.
Because of her column, no one believes you are the father of Miss Thompson's child.
Oh, man.
But if you were to go near her, then they will presume you're responsible for her ruin, and all your sisters will pay the price for your notoriety. Is this what you desire?
Well, of course not.
This is exhausting to live this life.
Do you not be frolicking in newlywed bliss in the middle of your honeymoon?
Hastings must surely be cursing the Bridgerton name for this. Where is he, anyhow?
Ooh.
We do not require your assistance.
Oh, well, that is simply not true, Anthony, and you know it. Daphne may be the answer to all of our problems.
Really?
Nothing has happened. As if nothing is awry.
And no one will be the wiser, or pretending that nothing is amiss is the perfect way to lure the ignorant into submission.
You hear that?
I do. I hear. I'm taking notes.
Everyone's like, Daphne, what the hell are you talking about?
Queen is hosting a luncheon.
She flustered.
If we are lucky, our return to London will give everyone so much to talk about, they simply have no breath left to discuss other matters.
I'm so very glad this has all been settled on my behalf.
Hey, man.
Calling your baby.
Perhaps we should count you lucky to not have married a stranger. Whistledown knew her better than you.
And Whistledown knows everyone's secrets.
And you are lucky to have learnt Miss Thompson's now instead of after your wedding day.
What's she hinting at?
You know, she's got a secret underground life as a wrestler.
When I think of her, I only want to be near her, to be with her, despite all reason otherwise.
Yeah, that's how she feels right now, too.
I know that madness well, but you cannot visit her.
You just gotta grit your teeth and bear it for now.
Leander swam Abydos to Sestos every single night in complete darkness just to see his love.
Leander also lost his way and drowned.
This is a myth, right?
Yeah.
So the story goes.
Did something happen, sister? Back at Cliveden?
You're leaving a lot of hints that something's wrong.
Yeah.
It's like you want people to ask you.
Perhaps I can arrange a rendezvous. Chaperoned, obviously.
I would appreciate that. You will see, my passions are not in vain.
This is a fascinating subplot.
Always were a fast learner,
Wow.
friend.
Yes.
You're about to feed to me. Surely that will not help with your exhibitions.
Ooh.
Fair enough. I presume you won't speak of what happened on your honeymoon, either. Nothing happened on my honeymoon.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I'm feeling particularly excited about that. You're not trying to imagine anything to do with my wife's feelings. Or actions for that matter.
Ooh. What'd she do?
Marriage. There's not a bloody thing you can do about it. I took a vow.
More than just a marriage problem.
See what I mean? Fast learner, indeed.
Wow, this happened on the honeymoon. I don't care.
That was cute.
I've already seen you.
I'm not home.
The Queen is holding a luncheon this week. We will need to attend with my brother to signal our support.
Sir, yes, sir.
Is this truly what our marriage will be for the future? You out all night doing God knows what with God knows whom?
With whom?
Oh.
You wound me.
We both know your reputation, Your Grace. It is clear that you find there is nothing left in our marriage.
Nothing left.
Oh, guys.
Is what I said?
Is it what you believe?
Question. Oh. I can't stay mad at you. I can't stay mad at you. This is probably just making them more attracted to each other. I'm never pulling out ever again.
God, this is the most epic.
I know.
It's just so dramatic.
Not giving a shit that we're right here. And wow, let's go. Woo, woo. What a shot you guys can't see. Probably.
Wouldn't you be worried the baby's going to kick you in the face?
Yes. Yes.
Should we go into the bedroom and finish what we started?
I'm not quite there yet. Nope.
No.
Nope.
I still love you, but that trust.
What is to become of us? Simon!
If you are with child, then I shall stay and do my duty to support you both.
And if I'm not?
Then we shall remain married, in name only.
Wow.
Oh, God.
In a manner befitting the Duchess. But I shall not darken your doorstep again.
Wow.
This will not happen. Do you understand me?
Yes, Your Grace. I understand that quite well.
Jeez. The whiplash.
Well, the emotions are very extreme right now.
Huh? It seems impossible to work this out.
I don't think couples counseling existed back then.
No, it would be the shame of the town. Everyone would be talking about you.
Yeah, that's what Lady Whistledown's job is.
To shame you into fear and submission.
My brother wished for an audience, and I wished to avoid any further scandal attached to my family's name.
Very good.
What she wrote, it cannot be true.
But it is.
You what? With child? You said you loved me.
Colin, I hold you in the greatest esteem.
Esteem? You are a cruel woman indeed to stand here and talk of friendly affection as if you have not just committed a grave sin against me.
Speak not of sin, Mr. Bridgerton.
Woof.
I did not come here to be shamed by you, nor anyone else.
You could, I guess, apologize?
No one ever truly helped me or guided me in a different direction. I had no choice.
Oh, she's starting to feel bad.
You were the only man who offered me even a glimpse of happiness.
So I should feel flattered then.
It's complicated.
Lucky that you chose me, lied to me, tried to trick me into a fraud of a marriage. I shall take my leave of you for the last time, Miss Thompson.
Grim.
A little bit.
Yeah, that's big sad.
If you had simply come to me and told me of your situation, I would have married you without a second thought.
Wow.
Wow.
That is how, in love, I believe myself to be.
Wow.
But I see now that was all a lie.
That is big sad. Although you would never be able to just assume that at this time, probably.
Did you really know that?
I believe I would like to return home now. After all, we don't want another scandal attached to your family name.
This poor woman.
Yeah, dude. That's rough as hell.
The carriage is waiting, Mum. We must prepare for the Queen's luncheon. Of course.
Well, thank God that's over.
Oh, is this not
That's what happens when
lovely?
you roll
All
in
of us
rehearsal.
together again.
Lovely indeed. We should tempt scandal more often.
I have 100 guineas wagered on there being a Hastings heir within the year.
We have certainly been devoting our energies to the endeavour, Your Majesty.
Oh my God.
We should hope to see our Queen soon satisfied.
See to it that you do.
Oh my.
Your duplicity comes so naturally.
I seem to have learnt from the best.
Ooh.
Did you hear that? Was she just there listening to that?
She was just watching them.
Improvement is all a matter of practice.
At least that is the excuse he gives for coming home with paint in all kinds of peculiar places.
Oh.
Were you able to meet my friend Weatherby at my party?
Come.
Weatherby.
Nice to introduce you.
No, thank you. I see my mother requires my presence. Good day.
Oh no.
Well, he was being genuine.
Her Majesty requires an audience.
With me now?
Have you discovered who Whistledown is?
Oh my God, is it Eloise? Confirmed?
No, she thinks.
Yeah, I know. She's trying to friggin' get the info.
Who is she? Your Majesty. Whistledown. I am intent on locating her, and I'm angry at myself for having not yet uncovered her identity. But I was thinking...
Clearly not fast enough. Patience has limits.
Oh
Get
my.
me an answer.
Oh my.
Your queen commands it.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Poor Eloise.
So,
Pawn and game
you
of life.
have returned.
Hey!
Excellent timing, what with all the tittle-tattle concerning your brother.
Missed you.
I'm hosting a party I would very much like you to attend.
We love a good party.
This guy.
It is an invitation for one. Only you, Your Grace.
Oh?
A special soiree with the married ladies of Baton, of which you are the newest member.
Don't mind if I do. Oh.
Wow. The cojones.
Wow. Cold.
After they tried to entrap poor Mr. Bridgerton into marriage with a woman with child.
Wowie. All sorts of entrapments.
Lady Whistledown has gone too far this time.
And I thought you her greatest admirer.
Not when she's smeared the name of my greatest friend. When we uncover Whistledown's identity.
Oh my God, is it Penelope? It's got to be her, right?
Is it?
Well, again, I promise you.
It's got to be her.
It
It seems like
seems-
all hints lead to her.
Yeah.
Look, guys, after 45 guesses, I like to say I nailed it.
You must believe. I had no idea.
Oh my God, you snake.
Lady Featherington, I must ask you to leave.
I have an invitation.
Not anymore.
Ouch.
Everything's so awkward.
That should teach them. Teach them what, Miss Cowper?
Eh.
Judging not, lest we too be judged.
Cowpers
Oh,
are
in that
so
moment,
severe.
Simon's like, damn shit, that's why I married her.
Something troubles you. I know you are a grown woman now, but I am still your mother, and you can come to me when you need advice.
Hate to go to my mom for this shit.
My marriage is far from perfect.
Well, then share your thoughts. Perhaps I can offer my wisdom.
Or perhaps you will send me off with more vague metaphors and trite remarks.
Ouch.
She's trying to help.
Merely trying to be of help.
If your motherly advice had actually prepared me to wed,
You are now blaming.
you taught me how to play pretend, but nothing of the realities of married life, of marital relations.
Yeesh.
This is not your mom's fault, dude.
If I'd have known the truth, then perhaps I...
Oh no.
It is the heat. The Duchess is quite overcome.
You don't have to play that with me. We all know what's going on here.
We were ridiculed by all today, treated as though we were worthless, and it's all your fault.
How could I have been at fault?
Everyone's just blaming everyone.
Milady, the Duchess of Hastings. She is here.
Well, on with it then.
I require a word with Miss Thompson, alone.
Oh my. What are we doing?
For what it is worth, I am sorry. Your brother is a sweet boy.
I came here to apologize to you.
Okay.
I understand.
I wish it had not happened this way.
No, you are certainly not the only one.
George was a soldier, but he was also gentle and kind. I fancied myself in love.
Oh my gosh, maybe she'll find him.
The next thing I knew, my courses stopped, and I found myself with child and alone.
Prospects.
What is Sir George's surname?
Yeah, she might find him.
Perhaps I could speak to him.
George does not want to be with me.
But do you really want to be alone?
Oh.
Why should he be the one to choose your future when he clearly cares not for the outcome? He's at fault here. Perhaps I can make him come back.
That would be nuts.
You truly think you can do this?
I assure you, Miss Thompson.
Damn, that'd be
I'm quite capable of
crazy.
doing more than you think.
Ding.
And while she's got those hubby problems, she could be helping to solve this problem.
I have defeated the best, and I'm confident I shall continue to do so.
I'm not here to invest. Say, for you and I to come to some arrangement as to the outcome of your next fight?
Oh, bro.
Would you rather stake your fortunes on the outcome of a business scheme, which may very well fail, or back the sure thing?
How can I trust you?
You agree to throw your next match, and I'll make such a wager on your opponent that even half my winnings will set you and your family up for life.
My honor is not for sale.
Oh my god, I hate this. Now, unless you want to go a few rounds, you get the hell out.
You have a fighting spirit, passed down by your father, no doubt? He was a soldier, yeah? Managed to flee the colonies after serving in Dunmore's regiment?
No.
Do you think he sought his freedom, all for his future son to become some exhausted fighter, stumbling into the ring to put food on the table for his family?
Dude, you're crossing a line.
Do not dare speak of my family.
Of course. I apologize.
Scared as Scott.
Look, one
Fire
simple arrangement,
eliminated.
and both our problems will be solved. I merely ask that you have a think on it, at the very least.
There's my card.
Your Grace?
Your Grace.
Awkward.
Do you suppose the General's wife will be in attendance at Lady Danbury's soiree?
Everything is just captured so wide and so distant.
Yeah.
Then send word back. I would love to attend.
Such beautiful line work, though. Every frame of painting.
Welcome to my den of iniquity.
Cool.
Den of iniquity.
Have you met Lucy Granville? And this is Kitty Langham.
The General's wife.
Ah, there we go.
Well, do not just stare. Deal the Duchess in.
Deal the Duchess in.
Oh.
First a woman takes her wedding vows, then we gamblers take her virtue.
Hey.
If her husband has left any to be taken.
Each turn, all you have to do is set your token on the card you believe the dealer will turn over. Now, ladies, place your bets.
That's a tough game. Big game of chance.
Then tells me she's going to make a cool bet and win something great for Marina.
It's funny meeting you here.
I am utterly comical.
You've been avoiding me.
You were being the jester.
If you're not avoiding my company, then you won't mind if I join you for a drink?
Dude, that vest. It's about time we got these two back together.
Finally, Opera Girl back.
Oh, yay. Go to her.
Or is it just someone who looks like her? It's a different girl. It is a different girl, yeah.
Be gone, wannabe. Be gone.
I shall need a large glass.
I suddenly wish to get f***ing hammered.
Yeah, one of those comically big ones that wine moms have. Bigger than my whole head.
I wonder, Mrs. Langham.
Kitty, please. You have won so much of my money, it is only right.
Aw.
There is a soldier in service I'm hoping to find for a friend. Do you think your husband might be able to assist me?
You will have to ask that of him yourself. It is quite the ideal situation, to live a separate life to one's husband. I am afforded all the freedoms of marriage while bearing none of the burden of his company.
Hell
That's not what
yeah.
she wants.
And what of your children? Do they not miss their father?
It's difficult to miss someone you've never known.
You forget. Duchess is still in the first bloom of marriage.
The famous love match.
Huh.
Indeed, the Duke's company, I am sure, is anything but a burden to you.
Oh, I don't know.
Perhaps the General will grant you a response. It's not as if you are his wife.
Oh, no.
Duchess, you win again.
Seeing how you entertain yourself, I'd rather think you the victor, Lady Danbury.
I rather think so too.
She's having a ball of a time.
Again.
I know my sister quite well, and while she is an unusually capable woman, she's not capable of this severely.
Or what about your own reckless affairs? Are you still seeing that opera singer you believe no one knows about?
You judge me, yet you cannot possibly understand the responsibility of heading a family because you've never had one.
But Daphne is my family now, and there is no changing that.
What is most unfortunate is the fact that your father was so absent. He never gave you a proper example of how to lead a household.
That is not an unfair assessment. Let me mentor you.
You, fulfilling the promise that every firstborn son makes to his father before he dies. Do you think he's looking down on you now? Ashamed?
Oh, he loves his father. You better be careful.
Mortified at what you have done. I wonder what would the former Viscount say.
Damn.
There it is. There it is.
Ooh, ow.
Jeez.
Yeah. Got the frame rate.
How is Anthony getting one up on him?
I know. Gnarly.
Well, that's going to spread.
Yes. That's going to be in the next Whistledown.
That's some drama right there.
Seems I became a little too rough training with Will.
Shall I call for Jeffries?
No.
She's really trying.
Yeah.
Let me. With 4 brothers, you cannot imagine the nasty cuts I have tended to over the years.
Huh?
You guys, you're breaking my fucking heart.
I know. It's like always instinctual the way they come back together.
He still hasn't told her why he doesn't want kids.
Yeah.
Why will you not unfold yourself to me?
Oh, that's such a sweet way to put that.
Tell me why you are so adamant.
Because I swore a long time ago that I would never sire a child. My father cared more about the continuation of the Hastings line than anything in the world. More than my mother, more than me.
Yeah.
And so I made a vow that his efforts would be in vain, that the line would die with me.
All to get revenge.
He's gone, man.
You did not tell me it was some token of revenge against a man who no longer walks this
I
earth.
swore to him on his deathbed.
And you betrayed me in our marriage bed.
Wow. Wow. Well played, Daphne.
You will neither have children, nor the happiness we could have together because you promised your father you would not. Say it.
It cannot be undone.
It's up to you.
If your hatred for your father outweighs any affection that you might bear towards me, then you are right. It cannot be undone. My courses are due within the next few days. You will know then which vow you have broken and how we are to spend the rest of our lives. Miserable together, perfectly happy apart.
Unwinnable situation.
I just feel like a real dumbass right now.
Yeah.
Is anything more exhilarating than taking a gamble? For it is often the highest risk that carries the greatest reward.
Is she Lady Whistledown?
I think she's a quality pick. She's one of my picks.
Yet wager
Oh, shit.
wrongly, and you might find yourself left with nothing but regret.
Those are white hands.
Yeah. Oh, it's Daphne
Ensure it is
hands.
delivered to this address.
It's Daphne.
Yes, all this time.
Can never know for sure whether a wager will make a fortune or ruin it, unless one chooses a more secure pursuit.
Oh, I hate this.
Him gambling that?
Well, gambling is integrity.
Gamblers have yet to truly show their hand, which leaves gossip in short supply in recent days.
Very good.
No other event but my luncheon.
At least she did not say anything odious.
It is far worse. She wrote nothing.
Is it Pen? She did get pulled away and we never saw her go back. I don't know.
I mean, they were probably right about that, though.
Is worthy of
Oh,
note.
he went to her.
The Duke and Duchess of Hastings have yet to entertain callers together.
Oh, shit.
Wow. Cold, bro.
So no doubt still secluded in nuptial bliss.
Look how muted the colors are now. There's no
Yeah.
life left in them.
No saturation.
And who could be surprised if their diligent efforts are rewarded with a new arrival within the year?
Are you pregnant?
No red. How's your coursework going, hun?
You checked the sheets, too.
In the past, every Whistledown revelation appeared
Look
to
at her
be
smile.
plucked from...
Yeah.
Though perhaps a tradesperson, someone who visited your household regularly, might have seen or overheard something.
It is a possibility.
I must tell the queen of our new theory.
Then tell her at tonight's concert. But I'm sure your mama would still allow you to attend.
What?
Yes, the Featherington honour will be restored. I must return home. I shall take the back stairs so no one will see me.
Oh.
And Elle, thank you.
I wrote to General Langham. I've told him all about Sir George.
You wrote to the general?
Yes.
And did the Duke sign his name as well on this letter?
Oh, shit. God damn it. No.
No.
Oh.
Your help is greatly appreciated, but there is nothing more you can do. I have already accepted the fact. Thank you for your efforts.
She's like, I live in the real world.
I'm gonna go tend to my rapidly ending life now.
I want to apologize.
Are there locusts in the streets? Blood in the Thames? Are the end of days upon us already?
And I'm sorry.
You merely wish to protect me from my more foolish impulses?
Oh, so you admit it now, you were acting a fool.
As apologies go, this is certainly novel.
Hush, you.
I will say I'm sorry if you admit how wrong you were.
You have the love of all your family and the honor of your actions. Soon you will forget Miss Thompson's name and it'll be as if you never loved her at all.
And how have these precepts served you, aside from being the most dismal, most troubling ones I've heard in quite some time?
It's a work in progress, to be sure.
If you are not truly ready, I shall not ask you to play pretend. Perhaps I have been rushing you.
No, she looks ready. Look at her face.
Yeah.
We need not hasten your coming out before you feel prepared.
Aw, I've been waiting to hear that for a long time.
The Queen will be in attendance at tonight's concert, will she not? I believe she will. Then I am looking forward to it. An exciting time indeed, Mama.
Oh. Poor thing.
A whole lot of should, coulda, woulds in this world. Literally had that like clock ticking with the clock appears right behind her.
Yeah, I was reading the clock from the mirror here.
I'd just like to understand. It is simple. I'm in love with Lord Weatherby.
Oh.
You're married, and our marriage affords my wife her freedoms and protections. It is a happier union than most of the people in this room have, I assure you.
No one here is happily married.
Seems like.
What about honor? Romance? What would you know of either?
Ooh.
We live under constant threat of danger, Bridgerton. I risk my life every day for love.
Damn, fair.
You have no idea what it is like to be in a room with someone you cannot live without, and yet still feel as though you are oceans apart.
And so I have to keep up the...
It's disguising your touches. We cannot so much as smile at each other without first ensuring no one else is watching.
You gotta pretend like none of this exists.
It takes courage.
This is what Aaron and I deal with.
To live outside the traditional expectations of society. You talk of doing the same, but perhaps it is merely just that.
Oh.
All talk.
Live your truth.
This guy needs a mentor.
Yeah. I love his collars.
I like the bee. What's he got on? What's on his collar?
Bees,
Like
yeah.
the bees? Yeah.
Needs to go towards that honey.
Lady Whistledown is someone who works closely with the members of the Ton, yet she is not a member herself. She is a tradesperson.
Is that all?
Yeah.
I beg your pardon.
I'm no longer in need of your services.
Oh, shit.
What?
My theory.
It is not necessary. I've hired a team of Bow Street runners to do a proper investigation.
Oh, come on.
They will unmask Whistledown, and she should be made to pay for her impertinence.
Oh, come on.
Damn.
Noxious gossip rag who finally ceased to exist.
You like it.
You want to silence her. There is still good she must do.
Child, go.
She didn't measure my party. There's no good left in this world.
Oh, Queen.
How long is this concert?
3 hours?
Oh.
4? I certainly have already heard enough.
You are my most favorite brother. Do you know that?
I like you too, man. I wish we spent more time with you. Ooh, get some onions.
That's how she cries in every scene.
Yeah. Get a smackerel of honey. Oh, no. Is she gonna...
What?
I don't
We're
know,
looking
man.
at a different carriage. What's going on? What are you thinking?
I don't know. The way she was eyeing that spice rack, I don't trust it.
I would like to make a stop and pick up a friend.
A friend?
Should I not have a friend?
Yeah.
I'm not bound by the rules of society. Please do not tell Mother.
Ooh, with the modiste. Madame Delacroix.
Why are we at the Modiste?
She's Lady Whistledown.
This is my sister Louise, and we will be dropping her at home.
Oh, my.
I'm living my best life right now.
Yeah.
How was your night, ma chérie?
It was everything I expected. Horrible and terribly boring.
Yes.
So this is why you do not wish to lower your hems.
The entire Ton were there, and I did not have a single worthwhile exchange.
Just schmoozing.
You mean everyone except for the Featheringtons?
Yes, everyone except.
She's doing it. She did it.
Oh, my
Your
God.
mama did not just help Marina.
She did it. It was fucking her!
Oh, my God!
No, perhaps a tradesperson.
I certainly never want to cross the woman. A word as good as gospel.
Wait a minute.
Is
it
everything
you?
It is Penelope.
well, Eloise?
Keep the soft flashbacks going.
Or is it... Are they applying as Penelope or her? Because, yeah, she's got everyone's business, especially with fitting everyone for dresses. They're going to be married.
Who
and
the hell
shit.
guessed her the first time?
Anyone who got guessed was probably by you.
No, not between us. I mean, like, so who in general would have guessed?
Would have
that?
guessed.
Apparently, someone did. That's right.
Oh.
Oh, who's this clown?
Yeah. Juniper berries. Yeah, I don't like this.
Is this something that would rid of the child?
I wonder. I don't know, but I am very concerned. She gonna make some miscarriage tea or something.
Father's gonna come through the door right now. Is this a genuine thing? No one's around to watch. Oh, pregnant. Pregnant.
Oh no. Is your cycle beginning? Your courses?
All these insert shots of her just watching.
Oh my.
Marina,
Oh my.
are you still awake?
Oh no. Oh no.
Mama, make haste! Marina?
Oh, that's big sad.
Well, fucking do something.
Ugh. Oh my. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, poor thing.
Oh, it is just so not at all how that she wanted this to be. Oh, dude, you gotta
have a heart, man.
You gotta like change. This poor woman.
Yeah, that was heavy.
Guys, girls, rejects, I cannot believe we are already a month into 2026. Now, last year I made this whole big goal about dropping a bunch of weight. It was a big lesson in discipline and pushing past the limiting belief in what I could achieve in my 30s. It was a lot of fun. But now this year, I want to enjoy a little bit more food and, of course, have a healthier relationship with food and my own body, as a matter of fact. It's more about maintenance and overcoming some mental body dysmorphia things that I deal with. And a big part of that has been choosing foods that are good for me while also choosing ones that taste good. And that's where something like HUEL has been a big part of that. As a matter of fact, I actually use HUEL a few times during the week during my cut, but I just haven't been able to let them go. Their black condition ready to drink is just so dang efficient and tasty. The chocolate peanut butter one is the talk of the town. If you watched our most recent live stream, we went on a random tangent talking about how this is so good. It wasn't a sponsored segment. We just had a chit chat about it. And speaking of chit chatting about it with Koi, I found this once, but this is true. I found this hidden behind a bunch of sparkling water. I was like, I need to shoot this for the ad, and I wasn't able to find it. I'm pretty sure Koi hid this because he's coming in tomorrow and he wanted to make sure no one else was able to take it while we're waiting for our reorder. I'm on to you, son of a bee. Anyway, it's a complete meal in a bottle, packed with 35 grams of protein, 27 essential vitamins and minerals, no artificial sweeteners, gluten-free, vegan, each bottle under $5, and it actually keeps me full. If I want something a little thicker, more customizable, you can also take their Black Edition powder. I got a whole bunch of flavors at home. I take one of these like 4 to 5 times a week. They're daily greens. Daily. I should take them 7 days a week. Anyway, it's not about perfection. It's about consistency, and they really help me keep consistent, especially when I'm too lazy to, pack food for here. Anyway, limited time offer. Get HUEL today with my exclusive offer of 15% off online with my code REJECTS at HUEL.com/rejects. New customers only. Thank you to HUEL for partnering and supporting our channel yet again.
All right, finale time.
Fastest courtship upon record occurred during the markedly wet season of 1804, when Miss Mary Leopold secured a betrothal over a plate of sugared almonds.
Jesus.
Of course, Miss Leopold and her new husband would leave London mere hours after their wedding. Reason?
The bee.
Unknown.
The bees.
There is but one bit of wisdom you must heed most. One can never know the truth of a marriage hiding behind closed doors.
Woof.
Sure.
Beware indeed, blushing newlyweds. You know not the future that awaits. Will there be hardship?
Aww.
Just leave me alone.
Or indignity?
Go away. Leave me alone.
Oh, the king is not well.
Or will one's future see the rarest accomplishment of all?
Oh, she still misses him.
As for which of these fates fought the eager matches of the season of 1813, time, and as always...
They're posing for something, right? Yeah.
You are permitted to smile, Your Graces.
And you don't need to be at like a full arm's distance.
Might you both move a bit closer? as well?
Yeah.
Better.
Yeah.
I shall quit London tonight, perhaps.
And draw new whispers about the state of our marriage. We should depart London at the end of the season with the rest of the ton as planned.
Very well.
Very well.
They just get in on all the action, huh?
Yeah.
And as to the matter of the Hastings ball on Friday, might I count on your attendance?
It seems I have little choice in the matter, seeing as I'm one of the hosts.
It shall be your last such commitment.
Apologies, but this is not working.
I'm getting too much information.
So that you both can look as happy as you surely must be.
What are you doing, man? What are you doing? They do seem to understand each other a lot better in touch and instinct than in spoken words.
Oh, he wants to smile.
My word.
They do like each other.
Very picture of devotion.
Aw, this guy's great. I hope nobody kills him for being gay.
Why would you even go there?
I don't know what kind of world this is.
And where did you meet her?
About town.
At a shop?
Should you not be off somewhere getting ready to attend your very first ball?
Oh.
Might I be able to join in on the fun this summer at Aubrey Hall?
Uh-oh, Sienna.
Provided you stay clear of my lucky mallet, I think it a fine idea.
You cannot be in earnest.
I should begin practicing straight away.
Yes.
You think just because Madame Delacroix has a paid occupation, or because she does not reside within the bounds of Grosvenor Square, she's different? Is that it? She's somehow less deserving of my attention?
No, it's not what she's saying.
Just tell him.
You are right. Perhaps I should go and prepare for our sister's ball.
I mean, when she was like speaking French and acting like unknowing, she can be deceptive.
Certainly has been an eventful season, what with Daphne and the Duke and then Anthony and...
Uh-oh.
Yes, well, never mind.
Oh, man.
Anthony, go to that opera, girl.
Mom's not okay.
What are you doing? Mama said you must rest.
I'm already feeling much improved.
Marina.
What? I assure you, I am well. That tea has accomplished what I needed it to.
Oh.
So that means you are no longer...
With child, I would have felt something by now, I'm certain.
Oh, my.
Caused quite a flutter.
Oh, my.
But I am sorry for everything. You were right about Colin. He is a good man with a good heart. You were very good to him. I am certain one day he will see it.
Oh, sis.
That is odd. Weren't expecting any callers today.
I swear to God, if it's her guy, this gonna fucking suck.
Oh, my.
Oh, never mind.
Marina, are you quite well?
Oh, no.
However difficult forgiving someone may be, it is necessary to move forward.
It's not up to me, Mama.
Well, part of it is.
Duke is choosing to nurture some grudge against his father instead of allowing himself any kind of happiness.
And me by proxy.
However, are we supposed to move forward from that?
She has gorgeous skin, doesn't she?
Yeah.
I would love to wear it.
Yes.
It will certainly be the event of the season. My young ladies will have to hear about the wondrous festivities the next day.
Of course.
Prudence in particular is in tears about it. Is she not, Mrs. Varley?
Oh, absolute water.
What a fucking hard little elbow that she gave her. It was so aggressive.
Ah, yes.
Speak up.
Definitely. Uh-huh. Whatever you said, I agree. That was hilarious.
As I am sure all of us would like to forgive the errors of the past and move forward. Yes, Mama?
That is what you wish.
Yes.
It seems a carriage has arrived back at the house. A Mr. Crane is there.
I beg your pardon, but
It is him.
did you say Crane?
Damn.
Would that be a Sir George Crane?
Damn, George.
I have come bearing grim news today.
Oh, he's dead?
My brother George died on the battlefield.
Oh,
that's so sad.
It just keeps getting fucking worse.
Marina, please, wait.
She really loved him, too.
He was writing to me, George, to tell me he loved me. To tell me we could run away together and marry and have our child. Sir Philip found this half-written letter amongst George's belongings after he,
Oh, no.
If it were not for your recent inquiries,
Oh.
Sir Philip never would have known I was here, and I never would have known George. He loved me. All this time, he loved me.
Oh, she gets the closure.
I thought him a villain when he was not. He had a perfectly reasonable explanation for not writing back to me, and I was wrong.
Damn. Oh my god.
Oh, that's so sad. That breaks my fucking heart, man.
Yeah. Oh.
Back to some fun.
Yes.
After that.
I need a dress for my sister's ball.
You already have a
My
dress.
skin
for your
feels
sister's
hot.
ball.
I need another one. A young lady can never have too many dresses.
A little giggle.
Or perhaps this one would make me look quite in fashion. In the eyes of the Featheringtons, I rather think. How I wish the author would write something flattering about them.
Perhaps she will.
What makes you say that?
Because she knows what is good for her business, and angering loyal customers is not good.
Huh.
No, it is not. Whether those loyal customers be Featheringtons or Bridgertons, Lady Whistledown might wish to examine what she writes about both.
Indeed.
Huh.
I know why you are here, Miss Eloise. You're very smart, but you must know I have no intention of compromising anyone.
Ooh. I am highly compromisable myself.
That is good. Because the Queen is enraged, so whoever Whistledown is should be careful.
I believe Whistledown is smart enough to take care of herself.
Oh, it is her.
She certainly is.
I still think it's Penelope.
Your Grace,
Your Grace.
Our Grace.
what did your father do to make you take that vow in the first place?
We do not need to have this conversation.
Do I not deserve an explanation as your wife?
You deserve more than that, indeed. You may not understand this now, but Daphne, you must know. I am doing this for your own good.
I can decide for
You
myself.
will be better
what is-
off without me.
Oh, no. No, this line of thinking does not help.
Go talk to... What's her name?
Frickin' Danbury.
Oh, summon the ghost of the dad.
Yes, that's the key. Seance.
Win this fight, and perhaps we leave this city. We can take our exhibitions all over England if we wish.
To continue living fight to fight.
Hey, fight the fight. Fight the fight.
Our circumstances solely dependent on how well I can pander and grovel to the likes of them.
Replace the word fight with reacting, and we've had the exact same conversation.
Pretty much, yeah.
Will, what are you saying?
Perhaps I lose. Perhaps that purse will be enough to keep us happy.
Oh, no. Your integrity, bro. Your integrity, bro.
No, don't give in to Willy Wonka.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why did you want us here?
I want to place a sizable wager on this match, and I'm told you two can manage serious transactions. My money's on the beast.
The two shadiest looking dudes in the room.
There's only one reason a flash cold lord would come to us for such a bet. Anyone who knows you must know your word is worthless.
You don't need to take my word. Instead,
Oh, shit.
you can take the deed to my house.
Oh, no.
Should I lose, it's yours.
Oh, no.
That is huge.
And what, you just get the value of the house back per whatever the odds are, plus frickin', I don't know how betting works, really.
Hans Zimmer scored this episode.
He did. Just leftover elements from Dunkirk.
Figured you'd have been here an hour ago.
Would have been. It's not as if you needed me here to wish you luck. You ready?
Nah.
As a celebrity.
Oh, dude, I don't know about this. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, take your seats. The match is about to begin.
Oh, God.
Well, the young ladies will just have to wear something they've worn before.
Before? Mama, I would rather not attend.
Did one even wear a dress worn before?
That's a fair question.
That's true. No one's ever attempted.
I would very much like to speak to Miss Thompson. I have a question for her.
I am also in love with her.
I do not understand.
After my brother clearly took liberties with your virtue, I would merely be doing my duty.
Oh, so this is like just across the board society.
Yeah.
I thought this was just like fucking upper class.
He has a perfectly adequate estate to support you and
Oh, she wants to marry for
your
love.
distant cousins too.
No.
I do not know this man. I do not love this man.
Maybe you could come to.
I cannot marry this man.
Just go on a date.
George cared for you very much, Miss Thompson, and that will never change. But he would have wanted you to be looked after.
That's not
He would
the
have wanted
same.
you to be supported.
It's not the same, though.
Allow me to realize my late brother's wishes.
And if you find someone you love, you can go be with him. Put that caveat on it.
I thank you for your offer, Sir Philip, but I believe you should now take your leave.
Thank you. I'm on her side. Nah, man.
Yeah,
Unless, of course, she changes her mind. Then I'm on her side still.
Definitely.
I wish you all the best, Miss Thompson.
I just don't know, man. I don't understand this world, John.
That was a perfectly acceptable proposal.
You have no right.
I am no longer with child, Lady Featherington, so it is neither necessary nor acceptable for me to participate in any more unwanted arrangements or disingenuous schemes.
Yeah.
Wait, what's her mission right now?
You're trying to figure out what his dad did to make him so freaking... Uh-oh. But we're still... Lady. I like the way people used to fold up their letters. Fifth Duke. Duke of... Yeah, they're all Duke of Hastings.
Aren't they all the letters that he wrote his dad that he never read?
Oh, maybe. Hey, this guy's dressed like that one guy from the fighting game.
Vega?
Yeah. Uh-oh. God, look at that hat, that suit. Red, blue, complementary colors.
Oh my God, you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Get in the ring. Oh, I'm rooting for these two somehow, some way. Woof, woof, woof.
It's just bad timing, you know?
I get the feeling he's not going to throw this, but I don't know. Owies. Uh-oh, uh-oh.
Oh, he knows he's faking it.
Oh.
You can tell he's faking it.
Owie.
Oh, shit, look, it just went down.
Oh, my God. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Yeah, these guys aren't trustworthy, though.
Just stay down.
Come on, dude.
The guy put up the deed.
Your Grace.
Lady Danbury.
See? Told you.
Yeah, Batman.
Did you forget we were to come and help with preparations for your ball?
I shall be there momentarily. Lady Danbury,
Yeah, talk to her.
did you know about these letters? The ones the Duke seems to have written to his father as a boy.
I did.
That Simon had trouble speaking as a child.
How could you have done? He works so very hard to eliminate the difficulty.
Under your tutelage.
What kind of father?
One that not only expected, but demanded perfection in his son.
Like the Humphrey household.
That's right, man. So I'll never have a kid.
Simon could not be any more different from a man such as that. You helped him.
I merely showed him what he was capable of all along. If he needed some encouragement, push from time to time, that was something I was happy to provide. At the end of the day, the Duke's triumph was his and his alone.
Hell yeah.
It had to be.
You're a good mentor. You're my favorite character, Lady D. Never change.
Appears I could have used that luck of yours today, Your Grace.
Indeed. You still managed to put on quite a performance.
Oh, no. I hope you got paid at least. Jeez.
What happened to Your Honor? My honor. Tell me, Your Grace, whatever could be more honorable besides taking care of one's family?
Oh!
She should stop worrying about my marriage and instead put your mind to your own. Because I'll be willing to wager your wife says differently. Watch yourself.
Stop. You guys are taking out shit on each other. Stop.
You're angry, but not with me.
Yeah.
So take it somewhere else and finally do something about it.
Fight Daphne.
Yes. Ding, ding. Get a montage of Anthony trying to teach her how to box.
What is this? More importantly, how did you get it?
I had an inside tip.
What kind of tip?
Oh, shit.
But where did
Does
you
it matter? Portia, our problems are solved. And this is only half the winnings.
Well, where's the other half?
I used it to pay off my man.
Jesus.
Varley, we're off to the Muddies straight away in the morning. The young ladies shall have new dresses after all.
Right away on the new dresses.
I thought you enjoyed breakfast in the morning room.
I wish for different scenery today. I can go if you would like.
No.
I'm going to Bridgerton House this morning. Dear Francesca's returned from Bath. It seems my entire family is gathering.
That's exciting.
Would you care to join me? I must admit, my brothers will think it odd if you do not.
Yes, I shall join you.
Very good.
Sick. Your Grace.
When will I be able to visit Cliveden?
Hyacinth, allow the Duke to find his seat before you trouble him.
You are welcome to visit at any time.
No.
I do not share my
are
food.
not to do what you did the other morning ever again. Do you understand, Eloise?
Oh, you mean visiting my new acquaintance, Madame Delacroix?
She's not your...
I was wrong about her, brother. She's wonderful. You have nothing to worry about.
I was not worried about anything.
Not worried about what?
I have a friendship with Genevieve Delacroix. Modiste.
That's fine. I'm into the opera singer.
You deserve contentment. We all do. If the lady contributes to that, then I'm happy for you.
Someone's grown.
And then they catch, and let the catch and toast go round. Now we got met.
Penelope?
Oh, she just dropped off another Whistledown.
My hero.
I have news.
Gather around, for I have news.
I finally found her. Lady Whistledown.
Who is she?
She is Madame Delacroix.
It's not.
Oh, we should both aspire to be just like her.
Happy you found her, Elle, but I do not think I can ever be like that. You know, have a duchess for a sister. That makes achieving the life you wish for all the more easier. The status of my family, however, is an entirely different story, which will not be changing in the foreseeable future.
All the easier or all the more easy.
I don't know. Penelope was just kind of very apathetic to that response.
Yeah, she did just brush right past it as though it were nothing.
How many horses do you have?
Oh.
Might I have an extra one? Your horses are the prettiest.
Hyacinth, I do believe the Duke is heading
Would
back.
a pony do?
I
Your Grace.
cannot fathom.
Oh my god, what a time to be alive. Is he gonna make ponegami?
Here's the tricky one.
This is called a plane.
Yeah.
What is a plane?
In a few centuries, these are going to be all the rage. Or a
Is it?
couple? Yeah, anyway. In a century. He's so good
shit,
with
he's
kids.
good with kids. This is fucked up, man.
Man, fuck you, Simon. Oh, snap.
Shit.
Ah, crap. Oh, no.
I believe I need a doctor.
It did not work.
For while those who have been successful in the year's marriage market look forward to flaunting their perfect, joyous unions, as they know indeed just what the evening signifies, that their time is officially up.
Ominous.
So does that mean...
You truly believed a tea would rectify the situation, madam? As if that ever works.
Oh, no.
He was completely in his cups.
Oh.
Oh, you guys.
Fun.
Well, I would take her back.
Aw. It's such an unfair society.
I believe there is a bull somewhere requiring your presence. The last one, yes?
Of the season. Though, unfortunately, not the last of mine.
Yeah.
Does that mean you'll dance tonight, my lord? Perhaps a quadrille?
God.
Oh, do not tell me you shall find some young lady to lead in a waltz all evening.
I shall not be anywhere near that dance floor.
Hey.
I hope one day you can marry for love. Really? Come with me, he says.
Oh, yeah. Let's...
My sister is now Duchess, and the Duke, my brother-in-law. There is no one that would dare say a thing.
No, not to you.
Ouch.
This is preposterous and fantastical.
And fantastic.
And you know it.
I want you there by my side. Come with me.
Come with me now. It's a shame that someone with such talent should be, like, relegated so low on the social spectrum, the hierarchy of things.
I know, especially when you're that hot.
I know, you're hot, and
Not
you can sing
realistic.
opera, friggin' A.
Everyone knows hot people get away with everything.
A good likeness.
Indeed. And Mr. Granville did seem to omit the grey hair or two I've surely gained from the emotions of the past few weeks.
Perhaps a few wrinkles, too.
Oh, you wound me.
You too.
We should discuss the order of events this evening.
Naturally.
I think it wise for us to engage in 3 dances, would you say?
2.
Oh, they're back to where they were in the beginning.
Much better than the opposite, I rather think, leaving them overly excited and terribly unruly. 2 dances at most.
Okay, I see you.
You were wonderful today. With Gregory and Hyacinth. They adore you.
We'll make a good aunt and uncle.
Children always have done. It still does not mean I want any of my own.
Of course.
Your Graces, the guests are arriving.
What was he gonna say?
He was going to say, I'm Lady Whistledown.
One last dance it is.
Damn, dude. Last dance. No.
Tend to your family. Take the advice.
For someone who hates ball gowns, you look exquisite in one.
Here, here.
If you wish to go up to the library for the rest of the evening, I shall not say a word. I'm merely glad you came.
I suppose I should thank you
Whatever for?
for being so perfect, so I do not have to be.
Aww.
Dude, that's real.
We hear your husband secured himself a win the other day. Where is he? Still out celebrating? One circumstance that is most likely not changed, I imagine.
Oh, shit. God damn it. Please, no.
You dumbass.
Please, no. Oh, no. I hate you,
Special
man.
in here for me, I presume.
Only the best for you, my lord.
No.
Oh, my God.
Whoa. Featherington. Join us.
Shit. Oh.
Enjoying your evening?
What?
So quick. So quick.
I know you were only trying to prevent me from heartache with Miss Thompson, and I was a fool.
You are not a fool. You merely believed yourself in love. One should never apologize for that.
Here, here.
Aw.
One finds oneself in such an incredible position, and, well, one should declare it assuredly, fervently, loudly.
Aw.
You're a real one.
I wish to tell you something.
I have something I wish to tell you as well.
Don't say something messed up.
I'm leaving.
Oh.
I'm to start in the Mediterranean. It was actually you who inspired me.
Oh, you don't fucking
God
say
damn
that.
it.
You had
God
damn.
Damn it.
What was it you wished to say?
I don't remember.
Should we dance?
No, I'm all danced out for the night.
Oh.
Good luck on your tour.
Oh, poor thing. Oh, no.
Pen, is everything all right?
Entirely all right. Queen,
The queen.
go, or you miss your chance.
Oh, God.
One does not approach Her Majesty.
I require an audience.
Oh, well, in that case, no.
For the opportunity to investigate Whistledown on her behalf. I imagine she must be coming close to unmasking the author's identity.
We shall unmask her this very night.
Oh, shit.
That team of Bow Street runners, that was all your brilliance, was it not? Her Majesty is lucky to have you. A man of such talent, such genius.
Yeah.
We worked out that Whistledown delivers her missives to a printer's press in Lombard Street, or when the rest of society is distracted by big events, like this one. She'll be seized there tonight.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
This guy just...
You must see to Genevieve. Ensure she stays home tonight.
Not now.
Crap. Crappington.
I need you to take me somewhere straight away.
Miss Eloise.
I have pin money.
Pin money.
A great deal of it.
Pin money?
Oh. Apologies.
My lord.
Yikes!
Shit.
Give me a moment, my love, and I shall return upstairs.
Oh, now she rejects him.
Sienna, what are you doing?
What am I doing?
What are you doing?
I am looking out for myself. I am ensuring my own future because I know in my heart,
Oh.
I know that there is no one else who ever will.
I tried.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What I know is that you are lost, and I cannot allow you to set me adrift as well.
Ugh.
You need to let me go.
Oof.
That gentleman upstairs, he sees me for who I am. He does not wish for me to change.
Woof.
Oh, boy.
And neither do I.
Damn, sis.
You need to let me go.
Does he know you were sleeping together?
I'm sorry, Sienna.
Oh, buddy.
Glad he just apologized and let it be.
What the?
Go, it is a trap!
What do you think you're doing?
I apologize. I thought you were someone else. Perhaps you might catch up with her.
Oh no. Damn. Gonna have to find a whole new printer, a whole new disguise for your printing.
Well, it can't be Penelope.
Yeah, how would she hail a coach like that?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I mean, I guess her well, yeah, I guess they just got the money back, so maybe? I don't know.
I presume your plans to separate from Her Grace have not yet changed?
They have not.
Yeah, bro.
Neither it appears your ability to somehow hear every piece of gossip that transpires in this town.
When will you accept it? I know.
Whistledown.
Pride. It'll cost you everything and leave you with nothing.
Yeah.
You must not allow it to happen to you, too.
Yeah, bro. Come on, dude.
Is it different for them, men, to know whether they are in love? We agreed to one dance tonight. A waltz.
An endless waltz.
I miss dancing with your father. The very last time I danced was with him.
Last time, wow.
The two of you loved each other so very much. It is a rarity.
Your father and I faced many difficulties indeed, but we overcame them. We chose to love each other every single day. It is a choice, dear. One that is never too late to make. I may never be able to see your father again. I may wake every morning and touch the pillow he used to lay his head. But knowing that the two of us made the choice to love and to do all that we could, I cannot tell you how much peace and comfort that brings to me. I wish I could do this. You are a Bridgerton. There is nothing you cannot do.
Yeah.
That's why the show's named after us. You nodded.
Oh, it's going to be the ultimate dance. Of course it would rain.
Yeah. Stay dancing.
Daphne!
Are these guys still... the band's still playing? Seems like they've all gone. We're non-diegetic now. Oh, beauty. Beauty. Cleansing rain. Wow.
Go on out. Yeah,
come on, everybody.
No.
I believe this evening is complete. We shall thank our gracious host for such a splendid soiree.
Let them have this.
Out at once.
Even the Queen's listening to Lady Danver.
Yeah.
Even a duke cannot control the weather.
I know that this is not what you had envisioned for the evening.
Certainly not.
For that,
It is better.
Oh.
I know why you made that vow to your father. I found the letters you wrote to him as a child, and I read them.
Daphne.
Just because something is not perfect does not make it any less worthy of love. Your father made you believe otherwise. He made you believe that you needed to be without fault in order to be loved, but he was wrong. If you need any proof of the matter, then look just here. I am tired of pretending. And I cannot continue acting as if I do not love you, because I do. I love all of you.
As if I don't love you, yeah.
The parts that you believe are too dark and too shameful. Every scar, every flaw, every imperfection. I love you. You may think you are too damaged and too broken to ever allow yourself to be happy, but you can choose differently, Simon.
Ooh.
You can choose to love me as much as I love you. That should not be up to anyone else. That cannot
You can
be
get
up
out
to
of your own
anyone
way.
else. It can only be up to you.
Ooh.
We'll have plenty of opportunities to find your match this summer. I'm thinking a full renovation of our country house is in order this.
Oh.
Oh, my lady, there is news.
What is the matter?
It is your husband, Mom, saying he is dead.
Jesus. What a way to deliver that.
The Bow Street runners have questions.
Get to the panic room.
The deed.
Shit. God damn it, man. Oh. Wretched fool. Jesus.
That sucks. I feel actually really bad for her. Why are you coming in looking that way? Yeah, know what I mean?
I stood in the rain all night.
Made sure my shirt fell just like this.
I do not want to be alone. I know that now. But what I do not know is how to be the man you need me to be. The man you truly deserve.
That's a real feel.
I do not know how to do this.
Yes, you do.
Daphne.
I know you do. You stay, and we get through this together.
It's the actions, man. The choices.
If you do this, if we do this, then
nothing else will matter.
Yeah. And nothing else matters. I'm gonna make.
That's them just hardcore begging.
Yeah. Status quo reactivated.
As per usual, you guys can't see what's happening, but there's epic piano and epic lovemaking happening.
Epic strings, yeah.
Ah, he's making a deposit. Oh, he did it. And he did it looking her in the eyes.
Yeah. Aww.
He made a choice.
Yeah.
Now he's asking her if she has an IUD. She's saying no.
A grander finish to a season.
Grander finish.
Provided by the Duke and Duchess of Hastings this year.
Aww.
For it was this couple's memorable affair that brought another scandalous London season to a close. Some endings seem more permanent than others.
Damn you, Colin.
Oh, boy. Oh, sis.
I'm here to help you to find a reason every day to endure in the absence of your dear papa.
Yeesh.
I know you will miss him.
Share
Nah,
something
I'm not even
good.
thinking about him.
What happened with Whistledown?
And now she'll be able to put right what she botched this season, I'm sure of it.
Well, I'm sure with Whistledown still on the loose, next season will be far more interesting.
Uh-oh. Oh, golly. Oh, boy.
How did you do it? How did you endure 22 years of marriage without love?
Wow.
You find things to love, my dear. Small things. Big things too, like your babies, and eventually they add up to be enough.
Woof.
Strong, Miss Thompson. Perhaps even more so than me. You will do well.
Aw. Oh.
Yeah, that's why she was asking.
There are other endings that will offer new beginnings.
So her life is just a fucking tragedy.
Yeah. She's lucky not to be destitute now.
Tell me you have a name.
Oh, relocated him. The man who will inherit the Feathermitton estate. Only.
Jesus Christ.
Well.
What?
However uncertain those new beginnings might be.
I shall write to you all from Greece.
Do not forget to bring me a gift. It is not a gift if you have to ask. I would fancy anything blue or white.
Yes. I will run an errand for you both.
Anthony, I do not recall seeing you last night.
Yes, I was feeling rather...
Yes, I was quite depressed.
Yeah.
The two of you are now off to Cliveden, I presume?
We have decided to stay in London a little longer.
No.
Take some time to enjoy ourselves. Just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
And you? What are your plans, brother?
Nothing of note, other than finding and promptly declaring my intentions to my new Viscountess, of course.
Yes.
Did you hear that, Your Grace? And which young
Does it
lady?
matter? I finally determined the difficulty, love itself.
Huh.
Removing it from all romantic relations shall make me all the better for it. No more distractions from responsibility or being waylaid from the sensible path.
Wowie. Oh, you're hurt.
At any rate, enjoy your time.
I'll be off for the summer to study at Shitz University.
Perhaps he will learn.
Perhaps not.
Give my regards to Madame Delacroix.
Well, your regards will have to wait, though.
Hey.
Seems she's making a short trip back to France.
Going to say goodbye to her?
I did last night, if you must know. We went to a party together. Very good party.
Hey.
You were with Madame Delacroix last night?
Yes. No, please do not tell our sister that I left in the middle of the ball either.
If you were with
The game
Madame
is still
Delacroix
afoot.
last night, then she is not. Then she cannot be.
Then it's Penelope.
And yet, there is no ending in sight for this author.
Ooh.
Who recently became aware of a scheme to unmask her.
Oh, shit. Yeah, it was a dummy carriage?
This is a trap!
Will they show us?
By one worthy opponent indeed. Perhaps I will come forward one day.
It's a white girl.
Come on.
Though you must know, dear reader, that decision shall be left entirely up to me.
It is!
Oh! Lady Whistledown.
Really? Wow.
I was gonna say, like 27 guesses in, I got.
Yeah, that's a good average.
I need you to push,
Oh.
Grace.
Whoa. Whoa. Push that kidney stone out.
Another. Push. Push.
Another. Damn. I was not expecting an epilogue like this.
Congratulations, Your Graces. A boy.
Oh, shit. It's an error. It's an error.
Do you wish to hold him?
Oh. Oh, little baby.
Oh.
No, you must think of the name.
Whatever it is, I believe it must begin with the letter A.
They're gonna have more.
Do we not?
Yeah.
Alvin. Oh. Come to pollinate the flowers.
What does the bee represent?
Fertility? Pollination?
Wow. I feel like we just experienced a movie.
I know, same.
So much happened.
I know, same.
Okay. Where are we at? Hey.
We found Whistledown. We did it.
Guys. You get the full reaction watch along.
Yep.
Where you sync up with the copy of Bridgerton available for Royal Rejects and Patreon.
Sync up with your Netflix.
I'll fight the copyright overlords.
Woo!
They're great.
We love
They're
them.
great.
We love them.
They're great. They're so fun here.
Love them.
They're so fun. They're my best friends. I have snot. I'm going to contain it the entire time we talk. I think I could get the tissues.
Okay. Yeah.
John, tell them to get shirts.
Guys, listen, we got new long sleeve shirts coming to the store at rejectnationshop.com. We also got a bunch of other wonderful, artistic, and tasteful designs for you to coat your body with. And if you become a Royal Reject, if you join Rejecton, you get a little discount on those tees like these. Do it yourself a favor. There you go. Sorry. You were goring yourself with the headset, and I got concerned for a moment. It's funny you did that. I was watching you, and I was still like, a little jarred in my nervous system. But it's okay. We did it. We decoded Lady Whistledown together as a team.
Nailed that shit.
You did? You did nail that shit.
Yeah, man. Just like 16, 17 guesses in. By the time they narrowed it down, my multiple choices were down to 2. I guess which one it was.
You're just a smart, player of the field. You take in new information.
Yeah.
You adjust your predictions accordingly. It's a good thing we didn't have to lock them in up top.
Oh, yeah. No, it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Definitely.
Right.
Dude.
There are logistics that I'm sure we have to unpack. I thought she was broke. But apparently she can afford this carriage. That's why they're broke.
Well, I'm like, I guess they must just have a family carriage or two. But then I'm like, well, if everyone's out and shit, well, okay. So if you're dropping these off in the middle of like a ball or something, then I guess the carriage is parked or whatever. So like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Part of me is, I need to learn more about how having a carriage and a driver works at this time. If you have to hail one with money. Because, like Eloise was like, I'll pay you. And I don't know. Penn, how old is Penn? She seems younger than Eloise even.
14.
She's like 14?
I don't know.
That's the other thing
like
is I'm like,
something. I don't know.
They always cast her as if she's kind of like just on the edge of the kids' table. So like, She's very sophisticated for someone her age.
I don't know, but she has my heart. I root for her.
Yeah.
So I didn't really get like emotional this whole series, but this final episode just kept getting me.
Yeah, this was a very emotional finale.
Marina getting the confirmation that that guy loved her, whatever his name was, General Scott Lee.
Sir Sunday in the Park with George, yeah.
The speeches of love between Daphne and Simon and what you would do in the name of love is just getting me to think of my own life in a lot of ways. Penelope, anytime I cut back to Penelope being sad, it was just fucking breaking me.
Yeah.
When she was like trying to confess her love to Colin and seeing her crying about her dad. Yeah, man, this episode really got me emotional. Right, the fucking baby at the end, goddamn baby at the end,
Yeah.
little baby being delivered. This episode really shit, man. That really got me. This
Yeah.
whole final episode. It was I was like, I am very invested in this show. Goddamn.
Well, yeah, I mean, like it because it's so it's weird. It's like it's sorted but dignified, and compared to some of the other romance we've been watching, yeah, it's not quite as like hyper saturated of emotion until certain moments and scenes. There's like a lot more like, okay, we're going back and forth between the fun and games. Whereas like I feel like the other shows we've watched in this vein have fun and games, but you're never really too far away of like the main core emotional stakes. Whereas here, there's kind of like a bigger variety of things to be checking in with and concerned about.
Yeah, because I was like, I guess out of everything we've been watching, this is the furthest from reality, my reality I am with. Because like if you think about other stuff we've been watching recently, a lot of it's like closer to modern day stuff. This is so like it's not American and it's a period piece before like cars even existed, you know. So it is so fun, and it's like uppity up society.
Yeah.
Like so it's the furthest I am. So I didn't really think I would be like so emotionally connected, and I think that's why maybe like the characters like Marina and Penelope are the ones that really got me. So I was actually surprised by like, oh man, I really am truly at the heart of hearts really invested in Daphne and Simon, and they're, even though it was like, yeah, you kind of feel like it would get to this point, like it has to, right? It has to get to this point, otherwise, what's the point of this whole season? It's just mean. It's kind of mean to Marina, but it's just
Very
mean.
sucks for all the circumstances. Suck for Marina.
Oh yeah, it's just like let's just shit on Marina right down at the very end.
No good prospects for you. Just everything is a settling game.
Yeah. Outside. So yeah, when it came to
shuns you,
the Simon and Daphne, their arc was beautiful.
Beautiful.
I love that. I love how they managed to keep, because I thought after they would get married, I'm like, what's more to do with them at this point? You know, what more can you really get from it?
Yeah.
And they managed to have a struggling marriage arc they even squeezed in there in the final, the last 2 weeks of the journey they'll choose.
I was really, I think that's a thing about this season that continually kind of defied my expectations, I guess, or just kind of took me by surprise. Was like there was a point during the season at which I stopped being able to sort of like rely on, well, we'll probably end up here, because part of it I was like, I don't know what to expect in terms of like how sprawling the events of the show will be over seasons, and I understand that it seems like seasons 1 and 2 are kind of a unit, and then there's the Queen Charlotte.
Oh, really?
Everyone says you need to watch Queen Charlotte after season 2 before season 3.
Okay.
That's
what if we start season 2 and it's just alternate?
And we do the Buffy Angel thing,
Yeah.
where we come up with some arbitrary means of fitting them together. That'd be fun. I'd be down with that. Put one episode of each in the same reactor.
Oh, that'd be
really
fun.
charm everyone.
But not
watching.
film in that order.
Definitely not. No, yeah.
Really make it hard for people to follow our experience.
Yeah. Separate the reviews, redistribute them all. I wasn't quite sure what to expect anymore in terms of like what levels of resolution we would get. So yeah, like by the last few episodes, I was sort of like, I don't know. All I know is what characters ought to be talking about that they're not talking about, and I think they relatively well did a good job for my taste of, giving the appropriate amount of conflict and tension to this. You live in it, you feel the toll of it, but it doesn't feel at this moment like it's being overextended. Like I could have imagined the whole Duke not wanting to continue his bloodline and, you know, just carrying on this spite for his father. I could have seen that being like a multiple seasons thing that we have to deal with in some capacity. So to have them giving birth at the end of this was like, whoa, cool, you know, and it gives, I am reminded in this moment that these are based on books. And so like a book has to have its own ending as well as being part of whatever this continuum is.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was nice, but I would agree that like as much as I've, you know, certainly gotten some emotional effect across the course of the show, this was the most emotional it's been, partly due to the convergence of so many plot lines, all with emotional stakes in tight succession. But I think just the nuances they hit on were touching and resonant and real, you know?
Yeah, everyone gets to grow, even characters who I've pretty much liked. There's been no one I haven't liked watching.
Yeah,
there hasn't been someone who like we've cut to. I'm like, ugh.
Even characters you don't like or who aren't like good a lot of the time are still engaging.
Yeah, because everyone's written so well. Or even if you're not that interested in them initially, they become more interesting as they progress. So when you get to this ending here, because it's mainly been like the Simon and Daphne show with supporting characters.
Yeah,
that we cut to like a lot of B stories, but then Simon and Daphne, and this one it really felt like in these last couple episodes that the true ensemble of it all really came to the surface, where Simon and Daphne are still the center point of it because they defy so much. Like you see all these societal couples who are together, but they're like, marriage is just an arrangement. You don't even need to be with your husband. Your husband sucks. Husbands suck. Screw husbands. Just take the money and have fun and gamble, and he'll whore himself out. You know,
you'll both find lovers. Just make the most of this arrangement.
Yeah, and then you don't marry in the name of love, and then Simon and Daphne get to have both. You know, they get to do it all. So they get to define it all. They get to choose their own path. He gets to redefine himself, doesn't have to live in the shadow of his father. Like, there's a lot of beauty to behold while you have everyone else who's going through their own little arcs of, like, Benedict. Artist? Is it Benedict? Yeah, Benedict is embracing his artistic expression and freedom and his own choices in life.
Inside, yeah.
And Eloise is also learning to balance as well between being a Bridgerton and still being able to have her own agency. And I really love watching her.
Yeah, I love watching her too.
Penelope's still my hero and my favorite. She's the queen. I love her so much.
I love her too. I'm gonna have to sit with her actually being Featherington.
Don't think about it too much, Sean.
That's the problem, is I don't want to think about it too much.
It'll ruin the season for you.
How is
she left the party depressed from Colin and was like, I gotta go drop this off at the printing press.
I gotta write this enormously eloquent, beyond my years gossip rag for people. And I get that part of being a girl in this society, it seems like, is like, I don't know, you're just at home until you have to go to a function. So I'm sure she's read all the books. I'm sure it's plausible, but I am sitting here kind of like defying the urge to be like, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Let me go back and examine the logistics here. Because there are certain ways where I'm like, how are you omnipotent? You know, like I get that there are just as many arguments for as against, and I don't want to get too far into it because I imagine our patrons will ask about it. But
oh yeah, questions.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's also beautifully shot and wonderfully musicked.
Yeah, musicked, really great. Just set designs, locations, costumes, the musical choices of when to just have the beautiful ornate music of the time, and then to do a little bit of a cheeky needle drop with the Vitamin String Quartet. I like that motif, and it's not overbearing. I like that it's not like even noticeably in every episode, or I didn't clock it in every episode.
It is missing Evanescence.
Definitely, yeah.
Wake me up.
Wake me up inside. I'm a duke. We're going to a ball.
But yeah, Daphne. Who are all the actors?
Phoebe Dynevor is Daphne, who almost was one of the Lois Lane contenders, I think, for before it was,
Yeah, because she's like fucking great.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'd fall in love with you. If I lived in this time and you shaved your legs, yeah. You're my number one gal right there.
I was going to say, in this time, it seems like everyone's got to be like pristine at all times.
But back then,
Probably shaving you as a baby back then.
Doesn't matter. We're done. I don't want to look up too much. I'm afraid of like find out information. Honestly,
I was gonna say
I
you're
feel
gonna
like
have
the
to
cover of season 4 is already too telling for me right now because it's all over this freaking Netflix account.
Yeah,
it's gonna focus on Benedict and some person who I haven't met yet.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh,
yeah.
that's kind of.
And I'm like,
that
oh, is he not
sucks.
going to be gay, or is he not going to be? Who
Apparently
knows?
not.
I don't know. I can't tell with him. I can't tell if he's on a queer journey or.
Well, it seems like this whole story is about like defying what society wants you to be, and it's kind of harder to do that in this time. Oh, and also freaking Jonathan Bailey and
Yeah, I feel
opera
bad for
singer.
him. Yeah, poor Sienna. I mean, good for Sienna.
Good for
like,
Sienna,
good for
man. She's
her.
been yanked around this whole time.
Yeah, yeah. Like it breaks your heart, but also like that was a great scene, and for him to just take in, just say sorry, and accept the reality is like so hard in
Yeah.
this life. But it was a great moment. Yeah.
Well, it's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
I mean, part of me in my brain, I'm like, lady, you were still cheating on your guy. He literally went downstairs in the fight. Does he know about all this stuff? The affair that you were continuing to have with him? You're like, he sees me for who I really am. Like, does he know about this stuff, though?
Yeah.
Does he know how much of a cheater you are?
Is he gonna come up? You're gonna come upstairs, and he's gonna not just be like, "Why are you crying after talking to the guy who brought you flowers?"
Yeah.
Who seemed very intent on
Does he
taking you out
accept you
tonight.
that much?
Yeah.
you could just walk all over him.
I don't know. In my head canon, I'm like, oh, she must have told this guy what her life's been like, and he must be cool about it. I have no idea. Because they'd give you nothing on him. So so I
Yeah.
guess you just have to assume that he's cool with whatever.
But man, Marina's story is so tragic, and I don't know what happened with who's Simon's friend again, the boxer guy.
Oh, what was his name?
Blinking on his name. That was such a fascinating
Bill?
point to end on him with.
Yeah. I can see his last is mush.
But I like the
something.
inverse of it of like, what's the, I guess like setting aside your own, like still able to, even though he's sacrificing his honor for money, it's still in the name of taking care of your family. And I like the nuance of that conversation of, at the end of the day, set your pride aside to take care of your family and do what's right for, do what you can for the people you love.
Totally.
You know, so I like how it like had this interesting flipperoo.
Yeah, and it's an interesting like it I think it's not a bad thing when it's not necessarily bad when you're sitting there and you're like, man, I wish I could get more of a glimpse into this story. Like what's the conversation like between him and his wife or whatever, because she seems like somebody who wants him to, honor his integrity. But yeah, like especially in this place and time, I had valued the nuance of that, because I think it would be easy to have him at the last moment be like, "No, I'm not going to throw the fight."
Right.
But the fact that he doesn't, yeah, and pitting him against Hastings, it does carry a nice nuanced weight of like, yeah, you did sacrifice your honor, but it's for the greater good of your life, the person you are loving and dedicated to, and you can see cosmically the crossroads and the fact that like there is a sacrifice involved that will just always be as it is, that you will have to always choose to live with, but for what's truly important in life, you really can't blame him.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I like the way that actor played that, because you feel the toll the whole time, and the way that friggin' ties into all the Papa Featherington stuff. Because I'm like, did they just come to him and they were like, we know that you fixed this and we're gonna take it out on you now, or was there other?
I thought there was something about like the deed wasn't good enough or something. Oh, was it because it was fixed? No, I thought he made it explicitly clear that it was fixed.
Yeah, well, it seemed like I need to go back and kind of re-examine, because like he made it's clear that it's fixed, at least to us and to him and what's his name, Bill, like the fighter. But with those two guys,
He made it clear it was fixed. He's like, I got word. Like, who's betting on this saying he's got good word and stuff? Of course, it's clear it's fixed. Like, it's heavily implied.
Yeah, but he says that thing about the word is good or whatever to somebody else that aren't those two.
Before we proceed, then,
to the betting guys.
Why did Dad Featherington get killed in Bridgerton?
Yeah.
Get killed in Bridgerton season 1.
Because it sort of felt like, like you fix this match, and you've taken such a huge sum of money that, like, this can't stand.
Oh, I guess so. It's because they discovered that it was fraud. What the hell did they think it was?
Yeah, Will Mondrich. There you go. Yeah, I mean that was the impression I got was they were like, whoa, you just had a massive payout, on our, line on our.
What did they think it was?
It did seem like
when
he was
made
heavily
the bet.
implying, yeah, and he was like, "I got a good tip, and here's my freaking
I mean,
house."
yeah, they're a bunch of dumbasses. Honestly,
Yeah.
they're like, "Whoa, we didn't think."
Yeah, they're like, "Oh,
Nah.
I guess we thought this guy was just desperate. We should have realized that he was just way
I
too
don't see it."
suspiciously confident." And they were just feeling dumb, so they killed him after the fact.
Oh yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah,
stupid.
Stupid.
Stupid. Yeah, let me work on this one. Okay, I'll talk to Alex about that. Okay, the work never ends.
You go through that one.
All right, here we go. Questions.
Ooh.
Anna Corinne, John's favorite director. We finally came to the end of season 1. What's your thoughts? Well, we gave them. How do you feel about the Lady Whistledown reveal? Do y'all think it was a good idea to reveal it, or y'all think they should have kept the reveal hidden longer? Well, I think this is the benefit of when something's not week to week, because I think if she is in the books, Penelope, it's like, well, shit, it's gonna get spoiled.
Yeah.
So no, I think it's fine that they kept it, that they revealed it. I would have been annoyed. You never know if you're gonna get renewed.
Yeah.
I think it's good, that
Especially if you've made the whole thing and are dropping it.
Yeah.
Unlike the olden times where you'd be in production while the thing's airing, so you could pivot.
Yeah, I think it was fine that they revealed it. I think it's a fun note to end on.
It is.
Although it would have been cool to end on someone discovering. I thought when she remembered Eloise, it was a clear indicator that it was Penelope.
Yeah.
I think like it kept giving clues that it was Penelope.
Sure. Well, sure, yeah. Like there, and definitely visual. I think that was a very astute. You're like, oh, they cut to Penelope, and then they cut to the Madame Delacroix or whatever, and like the visuals hinting. I guess you know what it was in the moment. I was sitting there, and the narration was going like, they've tried to unmask me, but I'm gonna unmask myself. Like I'll be in charge of that. And like, there's something that kind of was a bit dissonant to me in that very same moment, having the omnipotent camera just reveal it to you while she's making this double down statement of like, I'm going to maintain my disguise and secrecy.
Right.
And so like, I thought that was a cheeky way of talking right to us, and they were going to show us like a hint of a face. And so like, to see her whole face is like a cool reward for guessing and stuff like that. But in that moment, I was sort of taken aback of like, but you're not actually choosing to reveal this to us.
Yeah.
The omnipotent camera of the show is doing that. And I guess you could argue that is her doing that, but it didn't really hit me that way, I suppose.
That's true.
So it was a bit of a funky moment, I think. But I like parts of it. There are other parts I just need to chew on when I think of like the logistics of it. But I really like it as like an idea. I think it's kind of a fun, you have a couple people who seem very likely, and to have Penn of all people, and it kind of gives an interesting window of where her personal investments guide the rag.
Huh.
So yeah, I think it's interesting anyway, and a strong season overall.
Fair.
Unless you had more thoughts
about
I clapped
them
over.
revealing.
Yeah.
No, I've said my thoughts.
This is just bask in victory. Jan Victor, thank you for chiming in. Hi, John and Greg. How do you feel about the Colin Penelope Marina situation? Do you believe Marina to be remorseful now that you've finished the first season? Which character would you like to see more of? Danbury, always more Lady Danbury. She's my G.
I want to see more Penelope. They should just make a Penelope spinoff.
I mean, I feel like the future seasons will kind of become that.
It kind of feels that way.
Yeah.
I think it should just be like Penelope going into a multiverse of other Penelopes.
Yes, and then killing them all and assuming their power.
Yeah, the Penelope version. She obtains all the information to become the ultimate
And then she
Whistledown.
becomes the god of stories. Just writing the reality of every possible timeline.
That's what I would want.
I think so. And she wears yellow instead of green. The Colin Penelope Marina situation was rough, man.
I like Colin. He's a nice guy, and I agree. I like his heart and stance. I do find him out of the three characters in this situation to be the least interesting one of the three. He's kind of just a straightforward Bridgerton character.
He's a good guy.
Like the fleshing of the meat kin to like Penelope and Marina. And how do we feel about it? I mean, I feel like we've been expressing our feelings kind of nonstop about it. Although at the time of shooting this, we gave a lot of our feelings on episode 6, and we haven't released episode 6 yet. So I can see why that's questions being asked right now.
Yeah, sure.
Do we believe Marina to be remorseful?
Oh,
that was part of the question when she was being confronted with Colin and Daphne. I was like questioning them, like, is this something you I would assume there's like an apology you should give, but is it necessary? Like, which audience which audience member do I need to be to not be a bad guy? Expect an apology, because my mind's going, I think it's nuanced, like you should apologize, but also there's a big reasoning and understanding as to why you did what you did at the same time.
Except for Colin. Well, they all have reasons to apologize, except for maybe Colin.
Colin has no reason.
Colin's just caught in the middle of a situation he know nothing about. He just pawn in game of life.
Yeah.
But I mean, I bought Marina's remorse. I think the situation is really harsh, and she does seem to be at least a bit older, a bit more mature, and certainly has lived, has been disillusioned to a lot of the aspects of life that, certainly Penn and Colin haven't had as much direct experience with. So, like, I don't know. I sympathize with that whole situation, ugly though it got at many a point, and, in ways you could argue that Penelope doing what she did was, like, massively messed up to reveal, such a fragile situation.
Yeah, definitely.
But at the same time, I don't know, like, it pushed some pieces in the right directions, or at least ultimately turned out ish kind of with the truth on the table. So I guess that's good.
Fair.
Yeah, I would agree with you. It was nuanced, and certainly as all the stuff came to light and as all the kind of things wrapped up, I believed in Marina's remorse.
All right, good stuff. Care Bear, Gish, Penn's Lady Woo. Are you shooketh?
Yes.
Penn's true identity impacts every moment of the season. Rumors about Daph. Remarks about Claire. Eloby's constant search and Marina's big reveal. Q. How does knowing Lady W's identity affect your view of these past events? Are you still Team Penn? Let me make one thing crystal clear. Nothing can stop me from being Team Penn. She can lie and all them Lady Whistledown. She could slander and make shit up just to get views, and I would still be Penelope. Team Greg on Penelope. Absolutely.
Gotta come back with the knuckle tats.
No
Team
matter
Penn.
what. Even if I was lying to you guys, the words out of my mouth are going to be Team Penelope. Just like a certain president's administration. You're never going to hear me concede to anything else.
Yeah. Hard commit.
Hard commit, man. 1,000,000%. How does it affect the past events? Well, it only affects it by logistics, right? Like just trying to understand. Like, because when we were here going, if she's, the only reason I doubted it in the final episode was because I was like, well, she was just crying about this Colin thing. And now she's just in a carriage, hooded.
Looking at us all cheeky and omnipotently.
When she went to the printer, like how'd that happen? Even Eloise had a hard time just leaving. So she just took a carriage? Like, would she have to have gone home first and then snuck out and then took a carriage?
What are the logistics?
Or did she leave directly from there with a carriage, with her family never being like, where'd you go? You just left the party.
And because there's a new Whistledown, does she have another printers lined up? Does she have backup printer? Does she have a contingency plan for?
That's a good point.
I don't know exactly
Yeah,
what the
that's
passage
true.
of time there
That
was,
is true.
but it's fascinating. And yeah, I think the true.
You think the queen could just have someone there at the printer?
The thing that a little bit bugged me was they were like, oh yeah, we figured it out. You know, they drop off at a certain printer and we're gonna move in. And I'm like, I feel like you could have just camped out at the printer and taken care of this
No.
the first time you discovered this information.
No, just one guy. All it takes, we're gonna storm the gates.
We're gonna stake
with
out
this one dude.
We are going to confirm our knowledge, and then we're gonna wait a while, and then we're gonna snatch her up.
This one dude on foot has no shot.
It just seemed like they could have, if they discovered that this was happening, I feel like they could have just done something about it right
I
then.
thought it was going to be like an ambush of people. I
Yeah.
thought it would be like several people,
one guy.
couple on horseback, just one guy like, oh shit, well now she's gone.
Walking up on
I
foot,
literally-
now the carriage is going.
I can't run up to 2 horses.
Yeah.
It's too much.
That's 2 whole horsepower. I'm only 1 man
I'm
power.
only one man. I told the queen, I'm only one guy with 2 feet. I can't do this. So yeah, I think it was a little convenient.
I would say that Lady W's identity mostly just affects logistics. I mean, yeah,
Off of that one moment.
The Marina stuff is messed up a little bit. Again, still chewing on that because again, the truth did out. So okay.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, that was a conversation that we had in the last episode, though, of how, like, messed up that would actually be. But again, Team Penn all the way.
Team Penn all
I don't care. Outer.
Well, it
Ruin
does-
her fucking life if you have to. Penelope on your side.
Having her be Whistledown is a fascinating thing, and I am actually kind of going to reserve my feeling on this till the next season, I guess, because like Penn's just her personality and the way she appears is very different from Lady Whistledown. So now I have to add in and assimilate this like much more sort of, again, omnipotent, not conniving, but very like clever and you know, machinating character along with this super sweet, super dear, you know, bright-eyed character. So, you know, interesting. Like she's a great character to hide this twist in, and now I'm curious as to like how I'll feel about like the actual human they portray us.
I mean, people have different sides in themselves, and she's able to embody a character through the word of Whistledown.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, you know, you can wonder how, like, oh, maybe her friendship with Eloise, you know, has been part of this. Like, you know, they seem so close, and they must have been for a while. So, like, I don't know, maybe partly to do with Eloise's, you know, academic pursuits and things like that. Maybe that's rubbed off on Penn. I think it's interesting.
So let's type, is Penelope Lady Whistledown in the books?
Yeah.
She is. Okay, in the book she is,
Revealed
too.
in the 4th book.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
Well, that's
See-
my point of why I was like, it's
Yeah.
smart to reveal it now, because people would have spoiled it.
Yeah, totally. That makes sense. And you have, yeah, it's all here in one day. So if you care enough, you can binge it, you know. And,
Yeah, word would have spread. It would have been spoiled. That's something you can't have it as like a big surprise then.
Yeah.
4 seasons in.
Yeah, it makes me want to go back and just look at all the moments and see.
No, man, I'm all for it.
Like
Team
one of those
Penelope all the
twists
way.
where it's like they're a split personality the whole time, and you're like, well, shit, now I got to rewatch the movie and see if this works mechanically.
It never does.
It never does. Except for
no movie.
No,
it's not a single movie where it does.
No,
just question scenes.
Yeah.
No one questioned why they looked weird and they still followed Tyler Durden.
Yeah.
Like, this guy's clearly nuts by when he's fighting himself. I follow him anywhere.
yeah, that's fair. This guy's crazy, but he just seems so convinced of what he's saying that I just have to follow. He's just so assured. Yeah, I'll reserve. I gotta see. I gotta see if I'm gonna be Team Penn going forward or not. I mean, it's fun.
Always
and,
Team
and
Penn.
freaking, she can mouth off to the queen. That's pretty sick.
Team Penn all the way.
Yeah.
Regé-Jean.
Patricia Carrillo. Thank you for chiming in. Music plays a fun part of the series, using classical sounding versions of modern songs, and can play with the emotion of a scene. Was there a song usage that you remember liking this season? You got that Taylor Swift needle drop on the last one, didn't you?
Dude, I don't remember any of them. All I remember is me guessing it in the middle I mean, all I remember is in the first episode, I was making a joke that, hey, what if they do this? And you were making it, and then you were like, "How that would be funny." And I made this joke while they were doing it, and we neither of us realized that they were already doing it while they were.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Were they being sarcastic?" And I'm like, "No, I was not being sarcastic." Because then a song came up later that we recognized, like, "Oh, they're actually doing the thing," but we were saying that while they were literally doing it while we were saying it. And so I don't remember what the songs. I don't remember what any of the songs are that
There's
they
the
played.
Taylor Swift one that
God, they did Wildest Dreams. I don't even remember. It was in the rain scene. I didn't fucking clock that.
In these last 2 episodes, I was sitting there going, I wonder if these are more, if some of them are more subtle, because it feels like some of the earlier ones, the music would go forward in the mix a little bit when it was a needle drop.
They did Bad Guy?
They definitely did Bad Guy. I remember that, and that's probably the one, just because I was like,
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
How did I not clock Wildest Dreams? Oh, I feel stupid for that. I was so caught up in the rain.
Yeah. I mean, Bad Guy is the song out of all of these ones listed here anyway that I'm most equipped to clock, because the rest of them I'm like, oh, I might recognize that melody, but these aren't really songs I know super well. So, I mean, you know, I'm curious moving forward if they'll go over my head or not. But,
They should do Turn Down for What?
When
When Lady Whistledown reveals herself to the public.
Yeah, she's just twerking. Get a Daniels directed episode of Bridgerton. Let's go.
I do wonder if I'll be just as emotional towards Penelope, though, now that I know she's Whistledown. Because I was like hyper emotional towards her whenever she was on screen.
Well, that's the thing is like, because now she's like way less unassuming than I ever expected. Now I'm like, oh, you're cunning. That's the word I was looking for. You're cunning, you know, and you're like beyond your years, which is fascinating. But I'm also like, I don't know if I could just look at you as the same.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Wide-eyed kid.
Doesn't matter.
Team Penn for life.
Team Penn for life, man.
Get those
I
knuckle
don't care, I
tabs,
don't care
man.
what she does.
Yeah, man.
I'm also Team Sean Penn.
Yes. Team Penn Badgley. Team Penn and Teller.
I'm Team Pens in general.
Team
I
Pensy
just-
Spices.
I like pens.
Yeah. Yeah. Never bring me a pencil. Team Penn.
Team Penitentiary.
Yeah.
I'm Team Penn at all.
No pastures for me. Only keep my animals in a pen.
Jay Rushton, always the deep ones.
Woo!
What cat or dog would you want as a royal pet mascot?
Heathcliff the cat.
Ooh.
Wearing the ham helmet. Or Garbage Ape.
The dead dog from Marley and Me.
Cujo.
Yeah, Cujo would be fun.
Yeah. I've heard that movie is no fun.
Why?
It's because it's just unpleasant.
What do you mean, why?
I don't know. Everyone I've heard watch it is like, there's no value to watching Cujo. It's just ugly and unpleasant.
I don't know, man.
And even people I know who like ugly art are like, I don't know, Cujo's kind of unpleasant. Just kind of an evil dog.
As a vegetarian, I think I would really enjoy Cujo.
You should, yeah.
The evil dog who will...
The good dog.
Most likely get fucking
Who fights
murdered.
back. The evil humans. Yeah, I take it back. Cujo's the hero. Yeah.
All right. Well, that was a fun season of television.
was
I had a
good.
great time.
Sordid. It was scandalous.
It was scandalous. It was
Sexy.
moving. And
Steamy.
now I know I want to be rich.
Definitely.
That's the lesson I got. Guys, what would you do with $2 billion? Leave it in the comments below. Would you give it all away, you freaking liar? Or would you spend it on yourself? What would you do with that money? How many McDonald's hamburgers would you buy? Leave it in the comments below. Do the math. All right. John, any final words?
I love you all, and we'll see you next season at the Ton.
Finally used that.
I know, that's what it's actually for.